Hello everybody out there, and welcome back to another DVD and VHS collection update with the future. As you can see, Ghostface up here because this is going to be my horror slash Halloween special DVD and VHS collection update in honor of Halloween coming up in 6 more days, just like Silver Shamrock in Halloween 3, 6 more days till Halloween. The Scream mask up there, better known as Ghostface. In honor of Wes Craven, too. I've never been able to give a proper shout-out, so I was waiting until this vid. It's not up there only because of Halloween, but in honor of Wes himself, one of my favorite horror directors, definitely, of all time. And I don't know a lot of people that can't say that, but very cool. If you haven't seen it, go check out my Grow a Zombie video. I did grow a zombie. As you can see back there, there's the packaging. I did day 1 and then day 3. So you can see this guy, he was a lot bigger than this at one time. He's actually shrinking down. So you can go check that out, and I'd appreciate it very much. Check out the monster and the horror VHS, and, well, there's one DVD in there that I have displayed for Halloween. I think it's very cool. But to get into it, I had to go out and get a bunch of Wes Craven stuff that he did after he passed away on us, and which really sucks, but that's life. And what better way to honor the guy than go out and find some of the stuff that he did. I tried to find Scream 1, which I'm still going to try to find, but I was able to find Scream 2 and Scream 3 here. Both good watches for Halloween. They are actually kind of funny, yet horror. So, very cool that I was able to grab Scream 2 and Scream 3 to add to the collection. Also, another one that he did, People Under the Stairs. I actually grabbed this in the $5 bin. You can see there, Wes Craven's The People Under the Stairs. Yeah, he directed this one. It says, in every neighborhood there is one house the adults whisper about and children cross the street to avoid. And that is where the people under the stairs live. This is a universal copy. Very happy to grab that and add to the collection. Here is Wes Craven Presents They. He was actually involved in the production in this movie. It was actually directed by Robert Harmon. I have not yet seen They. I've seen some positive and negative reviews for the movie, but it is Wes Craven material, so I had to pick it up and add to the collection. So we got They. Telltale Heart and Chiller, a double feature DVD. And this is actually one of them. Digiview DVDs, and I call these Digiview DVDs now because every one that I have, there's a stack of them up there that I need to review, but every one that I have is Digiview, or Digi something, so these are Digi DVDs. Chiller, though, by Wes Craven on here, very cool to get. You can see there, Tale from acclaimed horror director Wes Craven, and it said he made Red Eye Scream there. 75 minutes long. I'm gonna have to probably throw this one in and check it out. I haven't checked it out yet, but I love the cover art here of the Chiller and Edgar Allan Poe's Telltale Heart. I think I saw the Telltale Heart. I'll have to pop it in and check that one out again. May contain scenes of violence and adult themes, so that sounds good. But I'm pretty sure that that's a classic too, the Telltale Heart, Edgar Allan Poe adaptation. I'm glad to get that. I already had Poltergeist 1, and me and my girlfriend watched it and said, man, I really wish we could find 2 and 3. I had them recorded on old VHS that I had, but I couldn't find the ones that they're on. So in the $5 bin at Walmart, they had this double feature, Poltergeist 2 and 3, and man, these movies are badass. I really like them. I really love the first one. The third one actually is better than the second, in my opinion, even though the second does involve the original family from the first one. Gotta love Carol Ann. Carol Ann, come to the light, Carol Ann. You gotta love it. If you've never seen Poltergeist, definitely go out and check that out. It's good for Halloween. Here is the movie that Quentin Tarantino said that if there was one movie that he wishes he would have directed, it would have been Battle Royale. Yeah, it's pretty much high school kids being sent out to fight for their deaths, fight to the death to survive. Really crazy movie. I'm not going to try to give anything away here, but man, if I tell you to go check one of these out, definitely do. this has definitely got to go into the horror category. As you can see, it says 42 students, only one way to survive. And the thing about this is it is a Japanese film, and it is subtitle, or I mean, it is in Japanese language, but when they speak, but the English dub is really good on this movie that they have. So the English dub dubs over the Japanese that they speak. And to tell you the truth now, I don't even think they have the Japanese speaking version. I think it's just the English dub version. So if you think you're going to get this and it's going to be in Japanese, actually you either have an option or the movie is actually in English. So, and there is English subtitles as well. So it's pretty cool. Check out Battle Royale. Purgatory. For a band of outlaws, the only thing worse than being bad is spending eternity being good. Yeah. Sam Shepard, Eric Roberts. I just picked this up for the hell of it, 68 cents, and I was actually pleasantly surprised. Randy Quaid in this. It's like, let's see. Yeah, Wild Bill Hickok, Doc Holliday, Jesse James, Billy the Kid, all long dead, all mysteriously given a chance to undo their violent past in purgatory. So it's a very cool concept, I thought. And if you like westerns and you like the paranormal, you'll really get a kick out of Purgatory. Go check it out. I'm glad to get that. I was glad to get this, the original Wicker Man. As you can see, Christopher Lee, Edward Woodward, and Britt Eklund, a film by Robin Hardy. The original Wicker Man. It even says back here, the Citizen Kane of horror films. I've yet to actually check this out. I've seen the one with Nicolas Cage where he's like, not the bees, not the bees, not the bees. And everybody loves that part on there. But you know what? I just don't really care for that movie. Really, he's so over the top in his acting that I haven't even purchased it. I'm trying to see if there is 1973 is when this was made originally, but you can see the real cool masks up there, really similar to like the Wyatt family masks, if you ask me. But the Wicker Man, this was actually put out by Anchor Bay too, so very cool to get the Anchor Bay DVD of the Wicker Man. Then I have The Fog, unopened. John Carpenter's The Fog. Always a pretty fun watch. It's a special edition. It has commentary by him and stuff. And yeah, a lot of these have pretty good special features on them as far as commentary and stuff. So definitely check them out. The Fog here, I'm glad to add this one to the collection. It's a John Carpenter classic. Some people don't like it a lot. It says very scary, but in my opinion, I think it's just a classic from 1979, and I just think it's really good. I like The Fog, so I'm glad to get that. Exit Humanity was something different. It's kind of like The Walking Dead and the Old West meet, just like they say there. He's in Civil War times, and all I gotta say, if you like zombies and you like the Civil War, definitely check this out. It does have director and actor commentary, producer commentary, in the making of Exit Humanity, and I love the name of this movie. And I wish they'd do more of these, man. These Exit Humanity, this movie is really cool. And it's a Bloody Disgusting Selects DVD. Vivendi, it says. But I don't know. The guy uptown, he collects a lot of weird, you know, strange, like, I don't know, off-the-wall horror DVDs. And this is one of them. Bloody Disgusting Selects. Exit Humanity. Glad to grab that. Oh, and check it out. 6 more days till Halloween. Halloween, Halloween. 6 more days till Halloween. Silver Shamrock. Season of the Witch. Halloween 3. Finally got it. The last of the Halloweens that I was looking for my collection to get. It came with Halloween 2, but I was like, I already have that. But you can always use another version of that as well. As long as you get Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. So when I saw the dude uptown had this, I was like, I'm definitely grabbing that. I've already watched it once, and I definitely plan on watching it tomorrow because we do have 6 more days till Halloween. So it is the Season of the Witch. Halloween 3 and Halloween 2 double feature that I got. Yeah, I got this for like 68 cents uptown. Most of these I got for like $1 or 68 cents that I've shown so far. except for the $5 bin one that I got people under the stairs, and Poltergeist 2 and 3. I think I've said that. This is the, I'm pretty sure there is 5 saws that have been made, and this has every single 5 unrated collector set. I actually got this for 68 cents. And just to show you, they are all in there. 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, and there's 5. So, the 5-disc unrated collector set, really, really badass. Trying to see a date on this. 2008 it was released. I don't think they've done a Saw since the 5th one. Maybe they have. If I'm wrong, correct me, but I'm pretty sure I got them all. But if there are more out there, I'll try to grab them too. You know, Saw's one of my favorite horror movies, and it's a good Halloween watch for sure, because it's really psychological more than just bloody slasher stuff. I'm more into that psychological thriller stuff, so Saw really does it for me, man. I like the first one especially, and the second. And once they got to the third, it kind of got ridiculous, but I think they kind of, I don't know, maybe they redeemed themselves in the others. But Saw, the collection, glad to grab it. I got to shout out Cinestalker on this one, and I'll leave his link below for his channel. He collects a lot of horror DVD and VHS. He's a big horror DVD VHS collector. And he actually is the one that brought me up. Him and Danger Duncan are the ones that brought up Full Moon. And I didn't even know about Full Moon I didn't even know about them till I saw them in the video. Sorry there. But Cinestalker showed me Full Moon and introduced me to this. And when I seen these were Full Moon, these demonic toys that I had, I didn't even know it was. First time on DVD. It's the Dollman Demonic Toys box set. This one is too from that. This is Dollman versus Demonic Toys. The first one was just Demonic Toys. So if Cinestalker could let me know if these are cool, because I haven't even watched these yet. All is not well in Toyland, and they want to play with you. So they look really cool. This is the one that looks like people trapped in there fighting off toys, demonic toys. So I can't wait to get to those. Both Full Moon releases, and also the Puppet Masters are Full Moon that I found out. This is a Stephen King adaptation, a teleplay by Stephen King and directed by Mick Garris. It is Stephen King's Desperation. In this town there are no accidents, based on the #1 bestseller. I watched a little bit of, not a little bit of it, I actually watched the commentary track version of this, and it was interesting commentary, but the movie itself, not up there with like Pet Sematary, It's No Silver Bullet, or It, but it did it for me though. I kind of like it. Stephen King's Desperation, check it out, glad to have it. This is Evil Dead by director Sam Raimi. I have Army of the Darkness over here on VHS, as you can see, that I didn't pull out here, but I can. But yeah, now you can see I have both Evil Dead and Army of Darkness, so I just need Evil Dead 2. So once I get that, I have all of those. I'd like to get Army of Darkness on DVD though as well. But this one's awesome, man. It has commentary by Bruce Campbell and commentary by Sam Raimi and producer Robert Tapert. Sorry, I'm getting tongue-tied today. But anyway, it's awesome, man. If you haven't seen any of the Evil Dead, I definitely recommend checking them out. And another Sam Raimi one that I was able to get a hold of here. No, that's actually George A. Romero, so it's not Sam Raimi, so I'm sorry. But yeah, he is also responsible for the Spider-Man series. Can you believe that? The first one with Tobey Maguire. But really glad to pick that up. This is a George A. Romero film. For some reason I was thinking it was Sam Raimi, but it's called Bruiser. Meet the New Face of Terror. And to tell you the damn truth, it was an exclusive Walmart DVD 2-pack bonus film that that guy up there that just collects weird stuff, weird horror stuff, had. And man, I watched this, and actually this is a really good movie. I really like this movie, Bruiser. So if you can find this, check it out, especially on Halloween. It's just really cool. You know, George A. Romero responsible for the Night of the Living Dead. And speaking of that, you may have seen this in my Grow a Zombie vid, but this Living Dead DVD that I picked up, over 4 hours of zombie stuff. It has Night of the Living Dead, The Thirsty Dead, Messiah of Evil, and it has Story of Night of the Living Dead, a bonus feature. I already have Night of the Living Dead, the Elvira version, and the one on the Horror Classics, but you could never have too many of them. The Thirsty Dead and Messiah of Evil, and then that bonus Story of the Night of the Living Dead is really cool. So I was very happy to get this one to add to the collection. Another Living Dead DVD. I love those Living Dead movies, but especially the George A. Romero Night of the Living Dead is the best. And if you're a zombie fan on Halloween, watch Night of the Living Dead, please. That's one of my top horror movies that I would say. I want to do a top 5 or a top 10 horror movie list special video of my favorites. These are probably some of my favorites right here. Some of my favorite movies of all time. I bought this. It cost me over $30 after I bought it, but it was a 6-movie DVD. It was in the new releases. It's the Universal Classic Monsters Collection. And I said in an earlier vid that I was going to get all of the Universal Classic Monsters Collection come Halloween time. And I said no doubt about it, they were going to be there. And they are. And check it out, man. This is a beauty. Has that slip cover. And inside, you get actual copies separate. Dracula, then Frankenstein, The Mummy, and we're talking the original Universal ones here, guys. The Invisible Man, Bride of Frankenstein, and the Wolfman for $30. They're $5 a piece, and you can't go wrong with that on these movies, guys. If you can get this on DVD, and they do have a Blu-ray with 8 movies on it. And I noticed the other 2 movies that they had on there were Phantom of the Opera, the original with Lon Chaney Sr., that I already have on 50 Horror Classics there, the anniversary edition that I've showed off before. And there he is right there. So I have that. And the other one that they had on there was none other than The Creature from the Black Lagoon, which I already have the DVD for, and it has all the features that are exactly like the features on the ones on this from the Classic Monsters Collection, because this is Classic Monster Collection too. Different, but also very similar, so I actually have the complete set. I ain't going to have any kind of extras for Phantom of the Opera, but I do have it. And one other thing I wanted to show off is I already had a single copy of Dracula with Bela Lugosi from 1931. And the thing about this is it has the original full-length Spanish version, which they do not give you in the extras on this. They give you all the extras from that one that I have, except for the Spanish version. So I have not only the other 2, but also a Spanish version now. So that Dracula one is not useless to me. It has the Spanish version, which actually artistically was a better movie. And also related to the Universal line, I did pick up the Mummy remake, the first one they did. It's not the greatest movie of all time. My girlfriend actually absolutely hates those Beatles in that scene. But Brendan Fraser was in this. It has the suspense of the Universal legendary 1932 horror classic The Mummy, but it is so different. But it is pretty damn, entertaining. I mean, if you want, I remember me and my friend checked this out when it first came out. We thought it was pretty cool. That was before I actually sat down and watched the original Mummy, though, and you just can't beat the original Boris Karloff Mummy. I mean, it's just badass. But I'm glad to have, since I did get these, I was like, I might as well get the ones that they tried to reboot. And another one that they did was Hugh Jackman and Van Helsing. And this guy, he hunts all the monsters. And in this movie, he really does. Non-stop action, breathtaking thrill ride. I really liked Van Helsing. People said that they didn't like the movie. But you know what? I liked Hugh Jackman as Van Helsing. This has feature commentaries, too, which are really cool. He fights, like, pretty much everybody in this damn movie that I can think of. It was overloaded. I mean, Wolfman, Dracula, I can't even remember who all else. I think Jekyll and Hyde was in it. But Van Helsing, if you can find this, and it took me a while to find it, but I got it for $3 in a shop in a local town by me that I went searching for through and found this. So I'd been looking for it. My girlfriend loves this one too. Van Helsing. Excuse me. But that gets through the Universal stack that I had there. Drive-In Horror Show was the next one, and man, I didn't know what to expect when I got this. That guy that gets the crazy ones uptown, he actually had this, and there's actually a midnight releasing DVD. And actually, this is like an anthology DVD with a bunch of different stories on it. And to tell you the truth, they got some really cool stories on here. Some are better than the others. Some are gory, and some are just kind of funny. The one with the monster I really enjoyed on this, and it says in the tradition of Creepshow and Tales from the Crypt, this kid has like a monster in his closet, and that was a really cool one. I watched this. Audio commentary on this was really cool too to have. The Tales of Terror to quench your thirst for horror. So if it's Halloween, guys, I look at the full moon on there. The Drive-In Horror Show. What's better to watch on Halloween than that for Halloween month this week? Because we got 6 more days. Here is one of the creepiest. I remember this just creeped me out when it first came out. And I was actually, let's see what year this came out. 2003. That was the year I turned 21 years old, and this movie creeped me out bad. Before You Die, You See the Ring. The best scary movie since The Sixth Sense, and you'll have a spooky good time. This is one to watch around Halloween time for sure if you're into the supernatural stuff, but it is so good it's scary. Watch it if you dare. It really did. The whole concept kind of creeped me out a little bit of the VHS tape that people played, and if you watched it, you would die in like a week, I think it was. 7 days. So yeah, a week. But this is still unopened too. I've yet to open it up. Still sealed. Full frame though. I don't think it's a widescreen edition. Let's see. No. I do like the widescreen versions better, guys, but if a full screen version is all I can get, I'll get it. And this is a DreamWorks Home Entertainment DVD too. But since I picked up the Ring 1, might as well grab the Ring 2. I've never seen this. Unrated edition too. I've never seen the second Ring, so I'm glad to have both of them that I can watch in succession. And to tell you the truth, I'm not really thinking that this second one is going to be the greatest, but I did grab it just to have 1 and 2 of the Ring. So let me set them up there for a shot. Really glad to have those two. The next one, this was really good. Donnie Darko. Really not as scary as I thought it was going to be, but that damn bunny in this movie is so badass, man. I love the look of that bunny, and I think that's him right there. You can't barely make him out. But Donnie Darko, he talks to this like deranged looking bunny guy in a bunny suit. I mean, you got Jake Gyllenhaal, Drew Barrymore in this, Beth Grant, Maggie Gyllenhaal, a lot more stars, man. I thought Donnie Darko was one of the better movies I've seen lately. And in this DVD, there is actually a commentary track with the director, Richard Kelly, and director Kevin Smith, who did not work on this film, but he's there just as like a friend. And it's a really, really cool track to listen to watch the movie to. Sorry, I've been a little stuffed up lately, guys, so bear with me. Scarecrow and Scarecrow Slayer. I seen this up there, this double feature, so I was like, man, I might as well grab this. I do like scary Scarecrow movies for some reason. I'm kind of drawn to scarecrows, so I had to get these, and they're like really crappy versions of the movie though, or else they're just old as hell. I don't even know the years on them, but yeah, I mean, I guess they're worth a watch for horror fans. So if it's Halloween and you want to see some scarecrows, check it out. Scarecrow Slayer and Scarecrow. The next one I have is Venomous. Treat Williams, actually, in this. And also directed by Ed Raymond. Ed Raymond. This actually has audio commentary by Ed Raymond. I haven't watched it yet. I just plan on watching the commentary track on this, actually. There is no antidote. Venomous. I kind of liked the cover art on it, and I thought it was cool. So, picked that one up. Down to 2 more here. I had to throw this one in just because it was sort of like sci-fi thriller, I thought, and it could be creepy for some people. And it's Signs with Mel Gibson. It's happening. Yes, it's an M. Night Shyamalan's film, and as you can see there, it is Signs. I wasn't the hugest fan of this. Joaquin Phoenix is in it though too, and I enjoy him anytime. He just cracks me up. It has a bunch of special features about the movie, Knight's first alien film, deleted scenes, storyboards. So there's a lot of stuff there. Not commentary by Shyamalan never does commentary. But Signs, it wasn't the best one that he's done, but it wasn't bad. Some of the stuff was kind of goofy in there, I thought, but overall, pretty good alien movie if you want to check it out. It is creepy for an alien movie, too, and you really don't know what's going to happen, so Signs, there you go. And the last one I got, not really horror, but this is more like anime, but Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust. It's really crazy, and it is about vampires, so I had to put it in. This DVD and VHS update. Pretty much got this one from my girlfriend. But as you can see, it's got this cool crucifix on the front, which is really cool, I thought. There's a lot of extras on here too, like theatrical trailers, TV spots, behind the scenes featurette. This is the second of the Vampire Hunter D movies. The first one actually is quite expensive and out of print, the first Vampire Hunter D. So I picked up this Bloodlust just for the heck of it. And now to finish this off, here's some VHS that I picked up of horror. First of all, here is Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. And it even says right there, horror. It wasn't bad. Robert De Niro as Frankenstein kind of surprised me and showed a little bit of range, actually. It is TriStar Picture. I remember when this came out. It was after Bram Stoker's Dracula came out, because I can't remember the actual date, 1994. I think it was right around the time or right after the time that came out, so I think they were trying to capitalize on that, if you ask me. But because it was Bram Stoker's Dracula, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, but I don't think it was the same people that made him. But I was glad to get a hold of this VHS, though. A couple other ones that I had. Little Shop of Horrors. I have to add that into the VHS update for the horror collection one, because even though it is goofy and funny, I mean, it is about a man-eating plant that loves to eat human beings. So if you want to have a laugh plus a little bit of Halloween fun, Little Shop of Horrors, really glad to grab that. The other ones I'm going to save for my other update for VHS and DVDs. But also I was able to get this Godzilla versus Gigan and Godzilla versus the Sea Monster. Good old Good Times copy here. 1966 Toho. Can't beat these Toho films. This one here, Godzilla Gigan, was actually, let's see what year this one was released. It says 1997 Anchor Bay. Oh, and this is one of those Anchor Bays, so Cinestalker, let me know. You heard anything about Godzilla versus Gigan being worth anything? Very happy to get it, and I added him in there because he is a monster, a universal monster at that. No, he's not. Actually, King Kong's a universal monster. Let me scratch that. But he fits in with monsters. Let me just tell you that he fits right in with King Kong. I'm sorry, he is not a universal monster. Godzilla versus Monster Zero, I already had here. I showed you guys the Frankenstein. Oh yeah, this is also another universal one. I have a Frankenstein VHS copy of the 1931 film, Boris Karloff, so that's up there. I was able to pick up George A. Romero's Dawn of the Dead. So I do have Night of the Living Dead. This is Dawn of the Dead. I did a Day of the Dead classic film commentaries with my friend Stephen Lane, which I've got a shout out here too. Go check out our classic film commentaries if you haven't here on my channel. But there's Dawn of the Dead. And then, last but not least, and I forgot to add this in the Wes Craven line, but it is a VHS, but it's Wishmaster. Be careful what you wish for. And what I like about this is it has Robert Englund in there. I've seen Freddy fame. So I'm gonna have to. I haven't really ever watched Wishmaster, but I've seen a lot of people talk about it and say that it's pretty damn good. So I can't wait to check this one out. And I was gonna wait till I did the review. Sometimes I always wait till I gotta do the review. I always feel like I gotta wait till I do the review to watch these movies. Got tongue-tied again. Sorry, guys. But that's it, man. That is the complete update. I went a half an hour. Sorry about getting a little tongue-tied there, here and there, but it happens when you go 30 minutes unedited like that, going through all this stuff, trying to remember all these kinds of facts and stuff. But I hope everybody enjoyed the vid and loves the updates that I picked up, because I sure dig them. And I want everybody out there to have a happy Halloween, like I said. We are 6 days away. Watch out for Silver Shamrock. Tell your kids to beware in front of the TV while they're wearing that mask. Rest in peace to Wes Craven. Shout out once again to Cinestalker. I'm putting below. I'm going to put that link to Is It Horror below from Cinnemassacre. And I'm also going to put Chronochord Media down below. And shout out to my friend C-Dub, who you would like a lot of these movies that I shouted out here if you haven't seen them, bud. So definitely shout out to those guys. Go check them out. Make sure you subscribe, hit like, leave a comment down below. Until the next video, I hope you like this one. And as always, peace out.